So, what are you doing?
Oh, I've been playing with videos all morning.
Why are you sideways?
Because I was texting my husband, and hold on. Okay, no. He wants me to come meet them for lunch.
No,
Good morning, Maxine.
no, it isn't.
I know we had another exciting evening with a different book, right?
This is getting ridiculous. What happened to the word easy? EASY. Why is it that every time that you think that you only have one more step and you're going to be on that finish line and something comes and hits you in the head and you fall backwards and you're back where you started again and you have to keep going? This is ridiculous. How can you possibly copyright the words dummy?
For dummies.
For dummies. How can you copyright for dummies? They have a for dummies about everything. No, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm too old. I've been fighting everybody all the time because I'm just annoying. All right, well, can't we just change like one word?
We can, if you change.
Isn't there a word between dummies and morons? We need something like halfway between the two.
Maybe you can just say, instead of for dummies, you can just say
to dummies.
Another word other than to dummies. To dummies. To dummies. We love you.
Yes, listen. We love morons. Listen, I have actually loved morons in the past. Just takes you a while to catch on. At first, you think they're really smart because they don't talk. But then when they do open their mouths, then you realize there's a reason they don't talk.
I think it's because you don't give them a chance to talk.
Oh, me? You're talking about me?
Talking about you.
I let you talk. Don't I let you talk? Don't I? Don't I? Don't I? No.
Well, I don't want to talk.
There's too much to say in too little time.
Okay. So.
All right. So we've had a problem with my book because we were so stupid that we changed that one word. That was it. The only change we made.
Yeah, but stop it, because I feel bad because I typed it.
It wasn't your fault because I proofread it and I immediately went to that word when I got the book and I still didn't see it. I looked at it 3 times before I realized that it was spelled wrong.
You know, if we keep going on at this rate, I'm going to need to spike my coffee too.
Okay. No, well, it was no big deal, so.
This time.
I just make it into a big deal, but nothing is a big deal. Usually, my social life is not what it used to be. Or maybe it is what it used to be. We have little bumps here and there where I become more social.
Yeah.
But then I realize why I'm not social, and then I become unsocial. But like I said, that just could be the people that I attract.
Who do you attract?
Crazy people, lunatics. That's who I attract. They love me. Yeah,
they love me.
Yeah, love me. Love me to death. That's what I'm worried about.
So when did you first start discovering that you attracted lunatics?
When I was about 3 years old and I was living in my bedroom in a house that was full of lunatics. I thought that's how you're supposed to be. So I thought there was something wrong with me because I thought there was something wrong with them. They just they don't act normal, whatever normal is supposed to be.
Everybody thinks their family's crazy.
Well, sometimes they're right, most of the time. No, I actually, the first time that I really saw like a loving family, it knocked me on my tush. I did not realize that families loved each other. Yeah, they were like hugging and giving each other presents and things. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
It wasn't even Christmas.
No, just here's a present for you, a present. No, I went in, a little girl across the street. I went in her house with her, and her parents left her a gift with a bow and everything on her bed. I remember it was Nurse Barbie, and I was like, oh my God, that's unbelievable. And she said, nah, they do that all the time. So she didn't even care. So I wanted to ask her for the doll, but and that's the most vivid memory I have of my childhood. And that actually isn't even my memory, it's hers. So I took somebody else's memory and made it my most vivid memory of my childhood.
Aww.
So she called me a couple of years ago, and I told her that story. And she said, yeah, I really don't remember that because my parents did do that all the time. I'm like, you already told me that. You don't have to rub it in. But I do have good friends, and they are normal. They do have loving families. And they took it upon themselves to try to teach me to be more human. So now I can be Mother Teresa. I'm so good. I'm so empathetic. I have all those things.
We'll discuss that later.
Well, I do it in private. I don't like to show my feelings.
You don't want to show your empathy.
That's right. That's because I'm being empathetic, because I don't want to embarrass the people by showing them that they deserve my sympathy. I know I should have been a therapist because I really understand all this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's instinct. So
what advice would you give me if I came in and said, my husband won't help with the housework and I'm so upset? What would you say, Miss Therapist?
Say hire a cleaning lady. That's not a problem. It's always a solution. You think it's easy, but what happens is you hire the cleaning lady, and then she robs your house, and then it's like a whole big thing. So nothing is easy.
Did you ever have a cleaning lady actually rob your house? I never did.
No.
I had one call me up at work one time and said, she scolded me. She's like, you left your screen door, your patio door open, and somebody could have come in and I'd be the one blamed on it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, it's on the second floor. I left the second floor open. Who's going to climb up there? They only do that in the movies.
Well, I told you about this place. They put a wire fencing behind all of the trees and everything, completely encircling the place. Then they took out the guard at the guardhouse, and they put in these huge gates that are attached to the men's fencing. And are they trying to, I don't know, are they trying to keep people from coming in or us for going out? Now,
you know what? I want you to go out there, and try to get out. Go over the fence and see if anyone stopped you.
You can't go over it.
Why not?
It's too high and it's got spokes on the top.
It's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
high. Yeah. They told people that they were putting those gates up and getting rid of the guards, the 24-hour guards, because they couldn't afford them. So, this would be cheaper. So now they've hired men to come in during the night and check every car to make sure that they have the decal. If the decal is not on the car will be towed. So if you have a date and things go well, it's too bad you can't stay.
That's a good way to get rid of somebody, though.
Yeah, it's a good way to get rid of everybody, which seems to be what they're trying to do. So this is becoming a concentration camp. And I have a feeling that all of these precautions to keep people from coming in and stealing are because she doesn't want anybody messing with her car.
Well, I think that it's going to make someone want to come in because now they think there's a reason to come in.
Nobody wants to come in. I've been here for years. There's been no incidences. I haven't heard of a single person in this place ever getting robbed. There has been, we had some crazy people, but they lived here. We had one woman that decided to burn the place down.
Seriously?
Yeah, she set her house on fire and she was mad at her neighbors, so she was trying to burn their houses down.
Well, and so she decided to burn hers down.
Yeah, she figured that way she'd get both other houses on the other sides. And then she just took her shopping cart. This is like 10 o'clock at night. Took a shopping cart of stuff and left. And then the police came and the fire department was here. And we're all watching the commotion. And all of a sudden, I see her come walking up the street. And she's like, there's a bench there. And she like sits down on the bench and she's like, yeah, what's going on? They took her away. She's in a mental hospital.
I was going to say, that sounds like more than I don't like my neighbors.
Yeah. She gave them a really hard time. So,
yeah.
But in the end, karma always works for you because she burned their houses and they wanted to redo their houses anyway, and now they got it all done for free.
Did their house actually burn?
Well, it was ruined. Yeah, some of it burned.
Okay, you guys are pretty close together then, huh?
Oh yeah, the houses are it's like 4 houses that are connected.
Oh, okay, now it makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're only 1 story, but
okay.
So yeah. So that yeah.
You got great neighbors. Let's see. You got one that runs a prostitution ring. You got another.
Oh no, he worked here. He was the last head of our board.
Yeah, but so did he live there or work there?
Both. He lived here and he worked here.
Okay, so you got 2
and
crazies.
He had a side hustle, a very passive income, where he found a gardening company that had a lot of illegal immigrants, female. So he stuck them when people would go away, like for the summer. He would stick them in the houses and rent party time.
You got a great location. Any other great incidents?
Well, actually, when I moved in here, the place I lived before this was like double the size and much nice. This is a nice little development, but that was also, it was much bigger, and the houses were more money, and the people there were nuts. I mean, there was one woman there who she all of a sudden she had a woman living with her. She said she met the woman in jail and brought her home with her. And then they told her that she couldn't have people. She had like 3 people from jail living in her house, and they told her they had to get out of there. So she got them a trailer and she put it by our pool. I'm walking the dog, I'm walking Moochie at night, by the pool, and I see them having a bonfire. And they're cooking their hot dogs, for dinner. And so the board people went to her house and said, "You got to get them out of here. They can't be here." And she said, "No, they can be here." So they had to call the police. It was, and they refused to leave.
So what was she in jail for?
I'm not really sure. I mean, she was a nurse and she worked in San Francisco, but for some reason, every now and then she would come back here and start trouble. And she was not a student. She was very smart, in terms of nursing, because she used to make speeches and stuff, but there was something definitely wrong with her. And then she started a puppy mill in her house. And then she went to San Francisco for her job, and she left her dog and I think there were like 6 or 7 puppies with one of her jail friends who she brought into her house. And the woman didn't take care. Well, she didn't take care of them. So that was that. I'm not getting into the details, but that was disgusting.
Yeah,
and then some young kid moved in with his parents and his pit bull. That was not good.
Took in strays.
She didn't take in. This was her neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the kid moved in with his parents and his pit bull, and he was not nice, and he was not nice to his pit bull. So, and when you have a little dog like mine who looks like an hors d'oeuvre, it's not good. So, yeah, everywhere you go, there's crazy people. I guess just there's a large percentage of crazy people.
Just stay home.
That's my attitude. I actually should get my my chicken delivered. I don't even know why I have to go to the store at all.
You don't want to tip them.
You have to tip them? Are you kidding me? Who's got money to tip people?
It's time for me to go to lunch.
All right.
Now that we got coffee.
This has to be cut a lot. It's too it's not funny enough.
Well, yeah, that's normal. But
it is. I thought we were really funny. What happens if we're not funny at all? I want to watch these.
You can have a little bit of serious in there. It's okay. If you're teaching something.
All right, we'll see. We'll watch it later. Okay.
All right.
You ready? Okay. Bye, Trish. Have a good day.
I will.